Ready. Drill 52. Ready.
It's Young on first down. This is caught by Hawkins. The big fella. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Down.
Young will set to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. Able to slither by. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
The kickoff in here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
63.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting...
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Hurts. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Touchdown reception as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Eagles 14, Panthers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
22 more yards there and another first down.
Today, for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And this one complete to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They go play action with Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Young off the play fake. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The Panthers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Let's go.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Ready.
Young now. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs heading up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped him.
On the double.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They go play action. Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Ready.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10.
Slide through.
41-yard line.
Set.
Off the play fake, Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. In the final seconds minutes of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Panthers 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Hustle, hustle.
On 1st and 10, Young. He's got Mingo. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We talked all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Able to avoid him at the 40. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
Ready, ready. 10 seconds.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo from 19 yards away. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 11, 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 1-yard line.
Barkley again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't it speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
It's Young off play action. He completes this one to Mingo. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
On the
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready?
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10, Young. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, Young. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! A great play there. 77 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been there.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Throwing is Hurts. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He finds his man complete. That's Barnes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 10 and an Eagle first down.
Looking to throw. Orr. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down.
Jackrabbit.
Young to throw it. And caught by Trimble. And they'll get it all the way up, 5 yards shy of midfield.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Young. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. Clock, 10.
Young to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hubbard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready?
Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Marshall. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Young going to move him around. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Hurts sets up to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And we're just inside of 10 seconds to go. They'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They go play action with Hurts. That is intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So